Well, greetings and salutations, and welcome to You Oughta Know, the podcast where we dive into things automotive with the goal of being educational, enlightening, engaging, and if not any of those, then at the very least entertaining. I'm Mike Urban, and I'm the owner of Urban Automotive in Oakville, Ontario. Whether you're a fellow shop owner, a client, or someone simply just curious about the world of cars, thanks for joining us on the ride today. So today I have the esteemed pleasure of having my guest, who happens to also be in my employment. What's your name?
Alex.
What's the last name, Alex? Because people want to know.
It's Da Silveira, a DA space, and then Silveira. But
is that Irish?
No, not far off, but Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Part of the Portuguese mafia here at Urban Automotive. Portuguese mafia. 60% of our workforce, I keep being reminded, is Portuguese.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that until now.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Very, very crazy.
So we have Alex here today to talk about life as an apprentice, and for those that are interested in getting in the trade, because Alex, were you aware that you're in a dying trade?
No. Well, yes and no.
Not a lot of individuals are interested in getting into auto repair.
Yeah.
Because we have this persona. Like when I was an apprentice, when I went to school, the school that I chose in my town, there were two schools, and you went to the one, it was Parkside. Mm-hmm. And you went to Parkside in Dundas if you were going to be a lawyer or a doctor. Smart people went to Parkside. And the lower level of the class, I fell into that because I went to back in the day, you could say it, the dummy school is a school for dummies, but it was a trade school. Yeah. And you went to that school, Highland, to learn a trade. So we had the options of welding, woodworking, mechanic, electrical, drafting. And that's not putting anybody down from Highland. Don't get me wrong, but that was the persona.
Yeah.
And it also had something else, because it was Highland. So there's a lot of stuff going on back in the 70s and 80s, I guess. What can I say?
Fun times, eh?
Fun times, maybe. But the trade is definitely changed, and we want to kind of talk about that today and go through a little bit of what people can expect, young individuals that are listening, that are interested in joining the trade. What they want to hear your story. They want to hear what's involved, and is it worth it all? Because you know what, we're in a very what generation are you?
I think Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
I'm even getting lost with all of it.
Yeah. So you're not a millennial. You're Gen Z.
Nope.
But now there's Gen Alpha.
Apparently.
And Gen Beta's coming.
Yep, that's another one.
So what we're in is a very high demand, looking for quick results, quick action. Not a lot of work, but I want to get a big reward kind of mentality with a lot of individuals today.
Yeah, it's very true.
Whereas Gen Xers, such as myself and Mark and Drew and Derek and Greg, well, Greg's a baby boomer, but the Gen Xers are more, get it done and don't cry.
Yeah, and then hear about the success later. Let the work show the success, right?
The work, the effort, to get do the effort, you get the results.
Exactly that.
Right?
Exactly that.
And we're trying to instill that in young individuals like yourself, but let's go back a little bit, kid, because you've been with us for how long now? Exactly. He's looking at his watch.
Today is actually a year today.
And he wonders why I had him on the podcast, and I wanted to get it done today. See, what a fluke.
I had a feeling. I was like,
why?
But now it makes sense.
What did I tell you yesterday? Hair and makeup.
Hair and makeup, yeah.
Hair and makeup.
I don't look horrible. I look okay.
I think you look okay. Yeah, kid. You nice hair. Like the hair.
Thank you.
So, tell people a little bit of your story. So, what made you want to get in the how long when you were after conception and you You were the offspring of your parents. How soon after that did you know you wanted to get into the automotive trade?
I think at around the age of 16, I really put my foot down and kind of learned that's what I wanted to do. But it always started when I was younger. I was always into the cars, and then it was always kind of.
Did you play with Hot Wheels?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I have so many Hot Wheels.
I have
so many Hot Wheels. Yeah. I've got hundreds of Hot Wheels.
Yep.
No, but I'm not one of those people that have them in the packages.
I was gonna ask, are you?
Oh no.
I have a whole wall full.
No.
Of them.
When I played with my Hot Wheels, I played. Like, I'd get out Dad's hammer and I would actually have car accidents. Like, people were taken to the hospital. Yeah. I had a garage. So, and the funny thing was, when I started my garage, and I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but when I started my garage, when I was a kid, I always played with my play garage set. And the garage set was blue, white, and yellow. And when I opened up my garage, my first garage was Napa, and it was blue, white, and yellow. It was freaky. I was walking home. I was locking up one day, and I looked, and I'm like, holy crap. When I was like 4 years old and 5 years old, I was playing with cars, and my garage, I had it spoken into existence, I guess.
It's very strange how life works, but it's always the little stuff like that, and you notice it afterwards. Like, you start envisioning you having, when you were a kid, you had that garage.
Yeah.
And one day you lock up your actual shop that you own, you take a step back, and it's like, holy cow.
Wow.
Like, yeah, wow.
So the Hot Wheels, was there a favorite Hot Wheel that you had?
Some kind of Lamborghini. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. It's one that I definitely don't have anymore.
Was it a goal? Was it a goal? You want to have this car one day?
It was a small goal, and then I think I hit the age of like 6 or 7, and it was another goal to get. It was an older Lexus that I had a Hot Wheel of, and it was all beat up, and I was like, I want this car, and then I hit 19, and I got the same car, same color, like everything, and I was like, oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It comes back. But that was the first step. It was cars and then video games with cars as well.
What was the video games? I'm not into video. Need for Speed. What's the other one?
Forza Horizon Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo. That's the one that everybody's popular.
Oh,
right?
They even have a movie about it.
I meant to say, I bet you're into the Fast and the Furious.
Oh, man.
Would it shock you? I bet you. I want to see your reaction. I have never seen a Fast and Furious.
Really?
I've never seen any one of the whole franchise of the movies. No.
After like 6, they're not really about cars. It's more about violence. But
there's 6, really?
There's 10.
Oh my God!
I think there's 10 or 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
No interest. Sorry. Anyway, so you're 16. You started getting serious.
16, started getting serious. I was in high school, and
so did your school? Your school obviously had shop.
Yes.
Right?
That was a very big part of it. It was that and the shop teacher that I had. And he was very involved with the students that actually cared, because like in a lot of school situations, some people just are there to be attendants.
Yeah.
And others, are there to actually learn. And I was one of the few people that was there to actually learn and actually cared about the work that I was doing. And he'd often pull me from the classes I didn't like, saying, hey, like, I need this, I need help on this, or I need help on that. And it started with that. And then when I got my first car and I got my first bill, and I was like, oh yeah.
I don't like that. Don't like that.
Nope. And then I started doing I bought
What was your first car?
It was a 2005 Toyota Corolla.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very reliable vehicle. Nothing wrong with that.
It was good on gas.
I bet you it had like 300,000 K when you got it.
You ready for the kicker?
Yeah.
122,000.
What?
Yeah, I didn't want to get rid of the car. Yeah, I got rear-ended 2 days after my 18th birthday.
Oh no.
Yeah, right on Dundas.
Terrible.
Horrible. But it was a great learning
experience.
Listen,
a young individual like yourself at the time, you're not cool cruising around in a Corolla.
Nope.
18, no.
No, but the car.
Honda Civic, maybe.
Honda Civic.
Yeah.
With a little exhaust.
Yeah.
The stereo.
Oh, and what do you drive now?
I got a 2004 Lexus IS 300. Yeah, older but nicer.
But you're talking to us, aren't you? You're quietly dropping hints that you want to get something different.
Yeah, I've been saying it for the last little while.
Bring my wallet.
Yeah, BMW.
Bring my wallet.
Or break my wallet.
Don't get me wrong. I love BMWs. They have made me a lot of money over the years. But
I was going to say, is that
I don't. Any friends or family? No, you do not want that unless you're leasing. You can lease it and get rid of it, or if you're in the trade, yes. You can
that's
get
another big
parts
thing.
parts at cost and you do your own labor, but
Yep.
you'll learn to love to hate it because
That's
you'll be
exactly
spending a
it.
lot of time fixing
A
it,
lot of time.
especially if you play hard with it. That's the other thing.
But
Kid.
it looks good.
Well, it looks good. Here we go. Okay, so you're in school. The teacher's giving you support. You're feeling it. So at what point in time do you say, hey, I want to further my career? Was it the teacher that pushed it on you and said you should?
It was the teacher, and it was some of the friends I had at the time too were kind of into it. And I'm not going to say it initially gave me that push, but getting that first bill of someone else working on the car and me going and picking up a tool set at a hardware store and going, how hard can it be? It was actually very hard that first time. I would like to say that. It was not easy.
I meant to say we're having technical difficulties and shut this off. What are you talking about?
No, it was not easy. But it was certainly a great experience. And after I got the job done, it was something small like a valve cover gasket. I was like, oh, that actually was pretty fun. And one of my other buddies had an issue with his vehicle at the time, and I fixed that, and I was like, oh, I kind of like this. And then started buying more and more tools and never stopped. Then, yeah.
So you
Now
bought
I'm
the
here.
tools before you went to school.
Yeah. Well,
that's
little sets, right?
That's serious. That's
Yeah.
serious. It shows dedication, commitment. You know, you want to be in the trade, you got to buy the tools.
Yeah, and you have to invest in yourself. That's a very big thing.
And people don't realize that. That's a key statement there, that you have to invest in yourself, right? Because a lot of the trades, you have to buy your own tools. You have to, you know, not just, you know, plumbers and electricians, same thing. Like
Yeah.
you're having to buy and invest, but you have to look at it from the point that you're investing in yourself. I like that.
Well, it's also like, yeah, you maybe spend $200 on a tool, but you go and do the job again. The tool saves you an hour of frustration. It saves you your hands getting cut up. Like, okay, yeah, you spend a bit of money, but you know how many times it's been nice to be able to be like, oh, I have a socket that's specifically good for that type of job. You pull it out, and the job, instead of taking half an hour of frustration, it's a 30-second thing.
Makes life easier for you.
And it pays itself off very quickly. So
There you
yeah, it's
go.
expensive, but it is an investment in yourself at the end of the day.
So thinking back now, you're out of high school. When did you sign up for school? What school did you go to in your secondary school?
Secondary school, I started at Mohawk up in Hamilton, and then I realized about 3 weeks in it was a pre-apprentice program, meaning that after that 2-year program, I would then have to enlist in another 2-year program.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste time, so I dropped the program 3 months in, and nothing against the institution or the teachers, the professors, everyone was fantastic, but I'm not waiting to get my schooling done. You know, like if I want to learn, I want to learn.
Oh, that's great.
Exactly. So dropped it, and then I enrolled in Centennial at Scarborough.
And that couldn't have been easy, because that's not an easy school to get into.
Nope.
Centennial's one of the highest regarded schools in the trade. It's very, I mean, myself and Drew and Mark all went to Mohawk.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you didn't put a downer on Mohawk, because we'd take you out back. But yeah, no, we had our training through Mohawk, and nothing wrong with it. But Centennial, I know you had to have the grades and everything to be able to go there. So
it was. I'm very
and
glad.
stay there.
Yeah.
Not just
not just go there,
not
but
just
to
go
stay
there,
there.
but stay
Holy
there.
cow! Like the amount of nights I'd go to bed at 2 a.m. studying, and then be up at 5:15 to drive there, because I was driving there every day. Yeah, and it was some mornings fly there in 45 minutes, other mornings 2 hours.
So did you get a placement before you started school, or did you get school and then you had to find someone that would sign you on?
I had
How
a
did that
placement
work?
prior, and I'm not going to bash anyone, but it was an interesting placement is what I'll say.
Okay.
So I was learning more at home, breaking and fixing my own stuff, than I was where I was at. And I was like, okay, like.
And that's not uncommon. So let me stop you there and say the majority of shops out there, the apprentice is the bottom rung of the totem pole, so to speak, bottom rung of the ladder. I don't know what other terminology I can use. That's
Lube
appropriate.
tech, grease monkey. Is
Grease
a big one.
monkey. I mean,
Yeah.
that's going back through generations. That's what it's always been.
Yep.
So I don't think that's any slight on any one particular individual or organization. When I started with GM, my first day, my shop manager handed me a broom and said, I want you to sweep this entire shop. It was a big shop. It was 16 bay
Holy cow.
dealership, and it was massive square footage. And I was joked at all day by the guys because I'm a big guy. I was a big guy back then, 6'2", and a young strapping lad like yourself, early 20s, and they made jokes of me because I came in wearing a green jumpsuit, green overalls. So everybody called me the furnace cleaner because the furnace cleaner's here sweeping the floors because I didn't match anybody else because, of course, I didn't have uniforms. That was my first day.
The first day, yeah.
And at the end of the day, the manager came down from his office and says to me, did you learn anything today? And I said, what, how to sweep a floor? And he grabbed the broom out of my hand and he says, I like a clean shop. And you're here to make sure that my shop is clean. Now, how's that for somebody that's wanting to get into the trade and learn, to know that you're going to be sweeping and doing garbage all day?
Yeah, it's like, really?
Would you stick around?
If I could look around at the technicians and the mechanics that are there and visibly see that they're happy, absolutely. We all have to suffer in every job we have, right?
I'm not sure there was one individual that was happy there. That's the thing. That was the killer. They were all miserable. Yeah, no, it was. I can't say that, but yeah, it was not. It was not a happy-go-lucky place. And the apprentices, there was me and two other apprentices, and we were treated appropriately for the time, I guess, but certainly not to any level that would be deemed
appropriate
or credible business-wise or other, with the jokes that were pulled on us. And, we were the brunt of many. So.
Well, they could get away with it then, right?
Yeah,
now if you say something, someone could
it's
pull out a phone in 2 seconds.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
You have to be careful with all of that.
So you didn't stay at this place, this one location, very long?
About 2 years. And then I called it quits. I had an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll jump into that quickly. I was at that place of employment, and my brother was finishing up high school, and he was doing a co-op. And he initially did a co-op through the place that I was at prior. And as you dealt with when you were an apprentice, pretty much all the kid did was sweep.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up doing an apprenticeship through a place called Urban Automotive.
What?
Yeah.
Local place. I've heard about that.
But yeah, he did the apprenticeship, and the first day he came home and he's like, they have this big jug of coolant, was it coolant? And then he explained how it gets, used for the vehicles, and it's not accounted for in the aspect of like singular jugs. And I was like, huh? And then the next day he's like, an employee that was here was like, oh, like I helped them do this. And I was like, you're helping them do that? Like, I've been at this place almost 2 years. Like, I haven't even been able to do, like, what? Like, it's your second day there. Okay. And then the third day, and he starts like, we have all these different oils for all these different vehicles. And he's going on a laundry list of vehicles that was worked on. And I was like, you work on that? Like, what? They allow, like, a young 18-year-old kid, like, they're allowing you to do this? And then
for clarification, he's not doing it alone. So
yeah,
the individuals are there to oversee. But yes, he may be physically doing it, but everything is overseen by the techs. So
by the trained professionals.
Well, good clarification.
But yeah,
because how old's your kid brother at this point?
Right now he's 19.
Yeah. So when he started, he was 17, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he came home every day and had something good to say. And then one day I kind of got fed up with it, and I was like, hey, you want to sneak me in there? And kind of, yeah. And then he's like, I don't think there's room. And I was like, okay. And then my dad actually went and got the car service through here,
mm-hmm.
his truck. And he got it back, and I don't know what it was, but I went into the truck later that day to grab something, and I'm like, holy cow, like this thing's spotless. Like they clean the vehicles. I'm so used to I was used to services done, vehicles out. All right, kick rocks kind of deal. And then I was like, holy cow, like they clean and then I look at the tires, I'm like, holy cow, they're shined.
Dad's old work truck.
Yep.
Tires shining like a BMW.
Yeah, is right. The tires shining, the rim's nice and cleaned, like the running board's cleaned as well, the inside vacuum, dash white. I was like, what, like who are these people doing this? And then I came in the next time he got the truck service, and I talked to Derek, and I was like, I'll just say it bluntly. I walked in and I was like, this feels like a house, not a workplace, which was like, whoa kind of feeling. And then talked to Derek.
This is the customer oasis downstairs.
Yeah. This is
because you don't see the shop. You don't.
Nope.
You walk in, it's nice and quiet. It's clean and
quiet, clean. No wrenches being thrown.
Not up front anyway.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
but
not out back
yeah.
either. Not here.
But it was just like wow, it doesn't feel like a shop. It feels like a house. And like the way that the work got explained to my, like, no pressure upon selling the work. I was not intending, but expecting maybe to see like, oh, you need this done or this is going to happen. It was, you get this done and you can get it done in the next 6 months or so. If not, you want to wait longer, but here's the precautions you need to be worried of. And it was very upfront. It was very honest. And it didn't feel like a selling point. It felt like genuinely people cared about the vehicle. And that was a big thing where I was like, okay, now my goal is here.
And at this point, did you know about our digital inspections and the tablets in the bays and
Nope.
sending off any of that? So this is all pre that.
That's all pre that.
Okay, sorry, I'm jumping into your story.
Good,
I just didn't want you to miss that.
But
so
yeah, it was pre that. I had no idea of the inspections, but I knew that my dad got his car serviced and it wasn't through me, and I was upset about it until I went to the place and realized why. I was like, okay, now it kind of makes sense. But yeah, it was a very big eye opener to like, okay, like holy cow, what a place this is. And then my goal from then on was like, I want to get into, if not this place, a place that is very similar to this, which is wow, is all I have to say.
And then what happened?
And then I was scrolling on Instagram one night and I saw an ad for Urban Automotive and I clicked on it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. It was like 11 at night and I was like, what's the worst that can happen? And I clicked on it and then I got like an animated message back and I thought nothing of it. And then I woke up the next morning and I got a message saying, hey, it's Mike, please contact me. And I was like, holy cow, that's not automated. Like,
no.
I was like, oh, this is real. And then, yeah, came in and talked to you and talked to the rest of the team. And now we're here over a year later doing a podcast.
Mm-hmm. How did your interview go?
I'm assuming good. I mean, look at
me. I meant to say, but when you came in, I mean, because again, this is for young people that are looking to get into the trade and what they can face. And so you came in and were you dressed like a slob?
No, I had probably the tightest skinny jeans I could possibly find. You got to be honest, right? And a plaid shirt,
showing off your features,
showing off my nice skinny calves.
Nice.
But yeah, I came in professional, and I
you had your resume in hand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I came ready to answer any questions and whatever was thrown at me.
You had a lot of questions though too.
Well,
people know you're a talker, Alex. They can see. I mean, it's why you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best part, right?
We love it. We love it, kid.
But it's yeah, it's if you're gonna make a change career-wise where you're at, you should ensure yourself that it's a good change.
Were you nervous?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You were having second thoughts when you came through the door?
Second thoughts up until we started our conversation. Because after that, I went, holy, like, what a place to be. Because a lot of places, it's like, this is what you're going to get to do work-wise. And that's it. Don't ask questions. Don't talk back. And don't lift your head up. Put your head down and work. Instead of that, it was more of, are you willing to learn? Instantly, yes. Are you willing to learn it the way that we do it? Absolutely. Okay. And then it was, what are you able to do? What are you willing to learn? And it was practically, I'm willing to learn anything you want to throw at me. like I've said it a million times, throw anything at me. I love the difficult jobs.
We love giving you the difficult jobs too.
Well, how am I gonna yeah. But how am I gonna learn, right?
That's the best way to learn, kid.
Yeah.
That's the best way to learn.
If I'm only doing easy stuff, then it's like, oh, the second I get something difficult, I'm scratching my head for 3 hours thinking about how to do it.
Now, again, for clarification, when we throw things at you, the difficult things, we're not letting you drown. We're not letting you screw things up on people's cars. I want to make sure that we got the record straight here, that you get the vehicle and you have access to all of the internet. You have access to all of our training and all of our data information. We have Pro Demand, All Data,
Identifix is
Identifix. So it's not like it's just,
you're
you're on your own. See ya.
No, it's that was a big thing that I was honestly worried about, was kind of just, okay, here, good luck. And it's like, how do I do this?
Right.
First of all those programs, and then the technicians we also have to, if I'm unsure of it, I go and ask, and it's like, yeah, like instead of like, really, you don't know this, it's more of a like, not a problem. And that's a very big thing that's hard to find.
Supportive environment
and good coworkers.
Well, that's important.
Very important, because, we're here 8-9 hours a day.
True.
So you're going to go somewhere for 8 hours a day and hate it? Like,
you'd be surprised how many people do. You'd be surprised, because they don't think they have an option. There is no choice. But if you don't venture out and try, you're never going to know what's beyond your current
limitations, where you're at. You won't know what you can achieve.
Were you surprised by anything in the interview that I gave you? Do you remember what I gave you at the interview?
Besides warm, fuzzy feelings.
Whoa.
Not like that.
I'm a big gruff guy. I'm a big scary guy. I'm over 300 pounds, 6'2", big beard.
Yeah.
I'm an imposing figure. My wife says I'm imposing. Did you say I was imposing?
I wouldn't say imposing. I would say it definitely opened my eyes to how people can lead a company instead of bossing a company.
Nice.
So, yeah, in a lot of places, there's the boss. You go do this, and then, they disappear for 3 hours. Instead of someone who, if we're falling behind on work, you jump out there and you start working. It is very hard to find that.
But I gave you something in your interview. It was a booklet, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell people about that.
The
employee handbook.
Yeah. I still have it actually to this day.
You better. Because it tells you what? What does it tell you? All of our rules, our expectations.
Yeah.
We have what? Our core values, 24 core values.
Yep. That's a big thing too.
And the very first thing when you came in, I said, I need you to read this.
And if you don't agree with it, that's fine.
Then we'll just cut this short.
Exactly.
Because if you don't agree with any of these 24 points that I have here, there's no point in wasting your time or my time.
Exactly. And there's no hard feelings. That was a big thing he said as well. Or you said.
You remember?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was a big moment.
Nice. So did that put you at ease a little bit when you read the stuff?
That, and then it was something so small when I first started, and I got like overwhelmed, and you didn't even sit me down. You stood me to the side and you said, like, this is a completely different pond. You're not used to it. You can talk to me. And I was like, holy cow. Like, I've never had that. Like, I, ball up the stress, and then that, that's not good. But just having someone to kind of not grab me, but to kind of, tell me, you're good.
I'm pretty sure I grabbed you.
You did, but I don't want people to be like, what the heck? But yeah, it was like very early on, and I was stressed over something so small, and you didn't grab me, Brett, but but we
get the idea.
Yeah. You were like, you're good. And I was like, wow, that opened up my eyes quick.
Good.
Yeah. So that was different.
And since then you've been doing training, working. So you're finished your schooling.
Finished schooling.
So Centennial, we graduated
December of 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had your graduation ceremony?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was cool.
We have a certificate.
We do have a certificate.
but we're working towards our license.
Yes.
So people need to understand that when you're done the schooling, that's one stage, but then you've got hours that you've got to complete is the second stage. But you set your own, you get to decide when you want to write.
Exactly that. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And what are we trying to do here?
Get in contact with Skilled Trades Ontario.
Oh.
Not trying to throw shade,
If
but come
Skilled
on.
Trades Ontario is listening, please, this young lad is trying to get in touch with you.
I've called you guys. I don't even know how many times. It's like I'm a psycho ex-girlfriend at this point. Like, holy cow.
So we've gone from Ontario College of Trades to Skilled Trades Ontario.
Yes.
Totally different group, organization, and different locations, I guess.
Yes, but trying to do the same thing, which is good, but it's a mess. So I think they transferred over about a year ago now.
Right.
And it's been since just about January of trying to get in contact with them to send everything in to be able to actually book for my red seal test.
So what have we decided you're going to do?
I'm actually going to show up at the office because you don't want to answer the calls. Okay.
and that's where we found the closest one to our location is
I believe in Vaughan.
Vaughan.
It's going to be a good drive.
Which will be about, it's about an hour, I guess,
about
from
an hour.
Oakville.
Yep.
So, but
yeah.
we'll take some time and you'll go during work hours and make sure that we get
it finally sorted because it is ridiculous.
Because once you get into the school, into the opportunity to write, it's going to probably be weeks or months before you can physically do the write.
Yep.
Right.
So yeah, that's a big thing too. It's not like it's just, okay, I want to write. Okay, we got a spot. No. It's not tomorrow. It's likely weeks out. But it's such a mess just trying to get into contact with them to trying to get that booked. It's something so small.
So getting back to your little brother, did you ever thank him for getting you the job here?
I bought him a very expensive snap-on ratchet.
Nice.
As a kind of thank you. And then he knows anytime he needs questions or needs any help, like I've got him. But I did definitely thank him. But it's, we're all here to support each other. So anytime he's got a question or needs a tool, I have.
So from my standpoint, because your brother is now trying to get signed up to become an apprentice.
Yep.
Because he's still not an apprentice. He had to finish the schooling. So we got the schooling now done, the high schooling, and now he's trying to get signed up through Skilled Trades to join an apprenticeship.
Yep.
So now he's on the list. He has to apply. He's applied, but now it's a case that he could go to Centennial, Mohawk, or Conestoga. So at one point I had one of my apprentices, Dan, went to Centennial, Claire went to Mohawk, and James went to Conestoga.
All three different.
And
wow.
James was the farthest one away in Kitchener, Conestoga.
Yep.
Right? So he had the longest drive. But now he's done and he's waiting to write as well. So we've got two senior apprentices that are ready to write their license and become fully licensed tradesmen.
Yeah.
But we can't push that rock enough over the cliff, I guess. So we're trying.
What's going on, Skilled Trades Ontario? Like, it's not us at this point. It's
government bureaucracy. That's a whole other podcast.
It's one of them you hit them with. It's not me, it's you.
Yeah, well.
But it is like it's,
So your brother, though, getting back to him, one of the things that I gave him was the apprentice or the co-op student handbook, because anytime I have a co-op student, same thing. And I've had many co-op students look to come and join us thinking that this is going to be, and I don't know if this is the term, but back in my day, we called it a bird course. They still call it a bird course. It just means...
What does it mean?
It means it's just easy. Like I'm going to show up and I'm going to get my grades. That's what a lot of co-op was back in the day. And a lot of the co-op students that I've had through the various high schools, and back in the time we had a few of the local Oakville high schools that were involved, and I finally cut it out and said, look, I'm willing to train and learn individuals that want to learn, exactly as you said at the start of this. If you want to learn, I will gladly train you. I will have you succeed because you will be my legacy. I want you to think back to the time that I worked with Mike at Urban Automotive, and you know what? He was a pretty good guy, and it was because of him that I was able to now feed my family and take care of my family and raise my kids and their kids, long term.
Yeah.
So these guys all get these books, these handbooks. And it says in there that I'm with TechNet through CarQuest, right? So the Technicians Network. And we have access to training, online training, as well as classes that you go to as well.
Yep.
Right? So we like to send you guys to this training so that keep up with the latest.
Well, everything, because, this.
What was the last one you went to? You just went last week.
Alternators and batteries and starters. But you can know everything about something, but you can never truly know everything.
Right.
The industry is always evolving and changing.
So your young brother, number one, every day, that kid was never late. That he was never late.
You should thank my mother for that, because she's very
Thanks, Mom.
She's very
never late. Always on time. Always respectful. Your brother's very quiet anyway. He's the total opposite. This is Yang. Ying is totally different. They're bipolar opposites.
Oh, completely.
You're chatty Cathy, and he would sit here and he would say he would say nothing.
Yeah, I would
I'd have to rip every word from his mouth. But hardworking kid, never talked back, never. But most importantly, and this was the most important thing for any apprentice that's listening and understanding, if you are given an opportunity to learn, you need to grasp that with both hands.
Take it and just take it, because not a lot of places would do that. So
this kid got the handbook, and it said, if you want, this is totally on you. And again, I'm not forcing it on any kids that come, but if you want, you are able to utilize the training that I pay for my shop, because I pay a flat fee and then all of my guys can go. And you can use this training 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year on your own time to learn and get certificates, because these certificates are actual more than just a participation trophy. It's, hey, this guy actually took this course, did this test, and achieved a passing grade.
Yep.
And you get the certificate.
Yeah.
So we had, I forget how many that I had given him, and said, if you want, you can do these. And they really weren't crazy, mechanically. I mean, we're talking tires and batteries
it's
and
the simple stuff
and fluids and the easier stuff. But the point was, this kid made the effort to do these courses.
Yeah.
And unbeknownst to me, the one day he made me angry, I forget what it was. And I pulled him up and I sat him down and I said, are you taking this seriously? Are you, did he tell you about this?
Nope.
And he's like, what are you talking about? And I said, have you even done any training? Because the answer is always no. I haven't done any training. Oh yeah, no, I've been meaning to get around to that. That's always the answer. That's my go-to strong arm when I want to put somebody in their place. You're not even serious because you haven't even done any training. This kid whips out his phone and shows me that he's completed 30 courses and gotten 30 certificates.
Yeah. And some done on Saturday, Sunday.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Honestly, unheard of in my 22 years of running a business, that I had someone actually not listen to me, but take the opportunity and do it.
Let alone a high school kid, right?
A high school kid. That's the
Yeah.
whole thing, right? So I knew right then and there he was serious in the trade. And I said, listen, I don't have a spot for you right now, but when one comes open, I'm going to offer it to you. And shortly thereafter, I reached out to him and I said, look, I'm interested in bringing you on. And if you want to, then let's go. And we met off site, and I bought him some Harvey's, burger and fries, chatted, and he started the next week.
Wow.
And kid hasn't let me down.
Nope.
And then I'm like, and you got a brother?
Yeah, that must have been like, you got a huh?
Yeah, you got a brother? Okay, well, let's go. Giddy up.
Yeah. And then just wow, what an adventure, man.
So you know a little bit, because Mark worked at a place,
Yep.
and your mom and dad went there, so
Yes.
they knew him from there. So that kind of made you feel a little bit more at home, I would think. You got a story to tell about that?
Yeah, that actually, funny you bring it up because it ties in a reason as to why I wanted to get into the trade. And it was watching how my parents would come home after getting their car serviced when I was younger with Mark, where he was at. I was like, holy cow. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, the car needs blah, 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 and repairs. And the mechanic's telling me this. It was like, yeah, he said we can hold off on this and it's not a big deal. And, to the point where Mark would drop the vehicle off and pick it up. And it's like, who is this guy? And then later I realized it was like, wow, it's my great uncle's best friend since like grade 2. So he's always been around.
You Portuguese, you're all together.
Yeah,
you're
it's
all together.
together.
Portuguese mafia.
Literally.
Here we go.
All intertwined together. But yeah, it was like just watching the impact of that. And I think I actually mentioned it in our interview.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, Mark's a big reason as to why I got into it and just watching the impact of it.
And Mark's a big reason that you're both here.
That as well.
Because Mark took me aside and said, these boys are good boys. And you'd be making a big mistake if they want to come work and you don't take them.
Yeah.
And I think at the time I said, gee, thanks, Mark. Like,
yeah.
But I didn't realize how intertwined he was. And, Mark's a great guy.
Yeah.
Mark's a very knowledgeable, highly skilled technician, and we're very happy to have him. And he just happens to be Portuguese.
Yeah. Just
and
happens.
you're Portuguese.
Yeah.
And your brother's Portuguese.
It's just crazy how it all works.
What if I brought on another guy that was Portuguese?
I think this place would go crazy. Next podcast, Portuguese flags all over the wall and stuff.
Wait for World Cup.
Oh, man. Oh.
Wow.
But yeah, it was just what an experience. And then, like, the first time I remember coming here after, like, knowing I got the job. And I come in and Mark's like, where's my coffee? I was like...
Medium to milk.
Yep.
If anybody listening.
I was like, what? Like, I didn't know.
Dark roast. He's got
roast.
this crazy thing for dark roast.
Everyone's changing it up. I've even changed it up from a double to just a black coffee.
Black.
Very weird.
It's the best. It's easy.
Bitter.
It's the way we like it on the ranch.
Exactly. But yeah, it was it feels unreal. It's been a year now. A year today.
Crazy. Happy birthday.
Happy Urban birthday. It's been good though. It's been
anniversary, I guess.
It's very good. It's been a great experience, and I don't at all. How do I want to say this? I don't at all regret my decision.
Well, that's good.
Well, of course, right?
I would hope so.
But it's been such a pleasure. Like, just wow. And I've grown so much as a soon to be licensed technician, but as an apprentice as well. Like, I went from a little dinky $250 toolbox to what I have now, and
Quite the box.
Materialistic
Are
is.
we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to talk about
We'll
that.
talk about it.
You're okay to talk about that?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right. Well, then that's another great story. Personal investment. This is a great one to talk about on your anniversary with us.
Yeah. So soon after my birthday.
Where was always your favorite place to shop to get tools?
Well, it was.
It was
Canadian Tire, Home Depot.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the good old U.S. I'm going to go to the U.S.
Harbor Freight.
I'm going to go to Harbor Freight because Harbor Freight's
cheap.
Just the cheap, and it's so great.
Yeah, and then started breaking tools, and I was like, oh, I got to drive across the border for warranty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember that conversation when you were talking about getting a box and
Yep.
you already had one picked out at Harbor Freight and you were going to
Yep.
go and haul ass down to Buffalo and drag it across the border?
Drag it across the border and get that. And then you were like, well, in 20 years are the slides going to be good like it would be on a Snap-on? And I was like, I hope so. And then you said it again and I was like, I don't think so.
You always learn from other people's mistakes. That's the best way to learn.
But and then shortly after I had an opportunity to get one and I got one. You know how you mentioned the garage as a kid and when you closed up your actual shop one day, you realize like, wow, it connects. When I was in school, first starting school, I went on the Snap-on website and built a toolbox.
Oh, yeah?
Same color, same
Come
model.
on.
Yeah, with the same top as well.
I'm getting goosebumps.
But it was literally the exact same toolbox.
Wow.
And and then our Snap-on guy was like, "Hey, I got a good deal."
Do you remember share the conversation that we had
with
the toolbox? Because you were all nervous and you're chomping your lips right now. We should have had some water for you because I think you're getting dry. But but you were all nervous about spending this money, and I'm like, kid, if you buy from Snap-on or any Mac Snap-on,
Matco tools, any of
the big ones that are here.
Yep.
What's the big difference?
Service quality.
They come to you.
Yeah, and that too. That's very
every other
big.
week. They're going to be at your door. If any of your tools break, you just hand them the tool. It's broke. Fix it.
Yeah, like the amount of times I've had, tools broken, and I hand it to them, and I continue working, and I finish the job on the car, and I get my tool back at the same time. It's like didn't have to drive anywhere, didn't have to go anywhere. Like came to me. The service is great. But yeah,
and you're not driving across Buffalo paying taxes,
paying tariffs.
Yeah, those terrible tariffs that everybody's talking about. But are they really there? I don't know.
Who knows? But
anyway, so you ended up.
I ended up
talking to Snap-on,
Mr. Snap-on,
and then he came to you and said, "Look, I can build you this box, or I have this box, or how did it work?"
So I never mentioned the size of the box, the color. I said, "Look, I'm looking for an upgrade," and I had this little dinky Home Depot box, and I was like,
What you don't know is I took him aside and said, "Listen, you can make a lot of money off this kid. So let's
50-50.
Listen, slip me $100 and we'll get this kid a box."
But
no, it didn't happen that way.
It was, hey, I need an upgrade. What can you get? And it took it was back and forth, to be honest with you, Mike, for maybe 2 months.
Oh, I know.
It was. I have this, and I was like, why would
2
I want purple?
2 months is not a lot of time.
No, it's not.
Because I can tell you that your mentor beside you there, Mr. Drew, had once. I'll tell you his story.
He was like
3 years he had the Snap-on rep on the leash, talking about trading in his box and getting a box. 3 years. 3 years.
Wow.
On the leash.
Yeah.
And then the Mac guy comes in and sells him his boxes that he has. And the Snap-on rep came in and I took him aside. I'm like, "Bob, you might want to prepare yourself when you go into the base."
Oh God.
And he went in and here was this gargantuan box and top box, bottom box, Mac,
locker
all shiny,
well.
black, and I didn't have the locker yet at that point, but it was, and Bob's just he played it up beautifully. He's just throwing his arms and going, "Forget it. I'm not even talking to you." Because Drew's Mr. Mac.
Yes, he's
He likes Mac.
He's beginning to convert me as well.
Well, you just stay with the Snap-on, okay? All right, you just stay with the Snap-on. You won't
But-
go wrong.
Yeah, it's 2 months doesn't sound long at all.
No.
But,
no. But anyway, so 2 months back and forth. And
2
then-
months back and forth.
Then you finally broke him down, and he basically made zero money off it and got you your box.
Practically it. His truck broke or whatever, was at a shop, and he didn't have his truck, and he kept on, check out this box online. And I checked it out, and I was like, why would I want purple? And then the next box was like an orange or something. I was like, no. And then he got his truck back, and he had the box on his truck. And I was like, oh, this color.
What's the color?
Cranberry.
Cranberry. It is very different.
It is different.
I've never seen one like it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty box.
It is a pretty box.
It's a pretty box.
It's a pretty box.
It's a pretty expensive box.
Yeah. It's
But you got a great deal.
Yeah.
We don't want to disclose how much.
We won't disclose how much, but I did get a good deal to the point where
most people would buy a good used vehicle for the price of that box.
yeah, my vehicle was close to it.
Yeah.
But
Your Lexus.
yeah, my Lexus was close
Just to give
it.
people an idea, if they're going on Auto Trader now to look, or snapon.ca, you'll be able to.
It was a
to
pretty
see.
penny, but it was
What's the model number?
a KCP 1420.
This is for mom, so it's your KCP 1420. Because
Yeah,
mom doesn't know. Mom
1423.
doesn't know about the full amount, eh?
No, she actually does.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
You were afraid to tell her.
I was afraid.
right?
I told my dad first, and my dad
Yeah.
was like, well, how much
Mm.
have you spent with other boxes? And I told him, I was like, probably like $2,000. He goes, do you have to buy another one after? And I was like, nope. He goes, sounds like a good idea to me.
Bingo.
And then
Dad's not wrong.
No, and then talked to mom about it, and she's like, what the hell do you think you're doing about to spend that on a toolbox? And then my dad was like, well, if he's going to be doing it for the next 30 years, why not?
Why not?
And it's been phenomenal.
And the difference is with quality, it keeps their value.
With the quality, I can sit down on a drawer and eat my lunch with that drawer full of tools, and it doesn't sag.
I couldn't sit on it. You could.
It's double castered. It'll hold.
Nice.
Worst comes to worst, we have a rep, right?
There you go. How
But,
did this happen?
But yeah, it was just a great deal, and couldn't pass up on it. And I was like, you know what,
And I was excited. I wanted it because we did when Claire got her box. Claire got a smoking deal from this Mac guy as well. Yep. John, I said to John, because I like to get you guys started, because if you're serious in the trade, then you're not going to go wrong.
Exactly.
I'm not going to steer you wrong. And having a quality box is important. Lock up your tools, protect your investment, and look good at the same time.
Exactly.
So I said to John, I said, is there not a deal that you could get, my young apprentice here, my young girl, and let's get her a box? And he got her a smoking deal, black and yellow, the school bus. But you know what? Another unique box that was different, and she loved it.
It was a nice box too.
Yours has got the power
top, power drawers.
So did hers.
Yeah.
So and she'll be set for life. And I said, at the very least, if you ever get out of the trade, you can sell it, and you're not going to lose that much.
You won't lose anything. The value on those boxes holds.
Yeah.
They hold on it. Like, you go on Marketplace, you're like, holy cow. Like, as you said, it's a used car.
Yeah.
But the quality speaks for itself. Like, you could see videos, they put pickup trucks on these toolboxes.
It's true.
And it's worth it.
So let's summarize here just for everybody else, because we're talking about toolboxes, investment.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Licensed, hopefully married, and owning a BMW.
I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah.
Because your brother filled me in on the plan, the family plan.
Oh, boy.
We want to open up our own shop.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's down the line. It's not in 5 years, realistically.
It's good to have goals. And those are all very good goals. So what you have. A lot of people don't set goals. They don't have plans. And then they're like a boat without an oar or a rudder. You're just letting life take you where No, you need to have aspirations. You need to have plans. You need to have goals. You need to be driven. You need to work hard. And if you can do all of those things, the trade is looking for you.
Absolutely. And it's all those goals and aspirations and visions that you have, it all pushes you.
Can money be made here in the trade?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well,
Is the box paid for?
For the most part.
You're the best, kid.
But it's
I'm proud of you. I really am proud of you.
But it's
and I'm
you just seriously have to care about the quality of your work, because there are a lot of people that are parts changers, but there is not a lot of people that'll take you and show you the issue with your vehicle and show you the way that you can prevent it. A lot of places will go, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's very odd that you, like, it's a bit off topic, but our inspections, holy cow.
Our digital inspections are
Digital
crazy.
inspections, the photos on the front brakes, like at least the ones I do, you get 6 photos of your front brakes. Like normally you just get a piece of paper. You got blank amount of material left in your... No, you get detailed photos of everything.
And we try to make sure, we try to educate. I attach videos
yes.
with the photos that explain to people how the brakes work and how the system works, the cooling system, the tranny, the diff, whatever.
Everything.
We have videos on YouTube that we share and we try.
Tons of videos.
We do.
Yeah. But it's all to do good.
Do you think they did any videos today while we've been up here for the last hour almost?
Probably not.
Probably
We're
not.
getting one good video in now.
Podcast. This is a great video.
But yeah, it's
and it's many very shorts. There's lots of shorts that
exactly, and
I'll
it's
edit
just
this
us
into.
talking too.
Well, but it's important.
Yeah,
you never know who's listening. Somebody's like, I'm going to poach that kid.
Hopefully, someone from Skilled Trades Ontario. I hope that one.
Did you like my latest ad that I'm running?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
The egg poaching.
Yep.
I'd rather be poaching you.
Exactly, than poaching eggs.
Getting lots of people viewing, lots of people visiting. So
very good.
But nobody's stepping out. Nobody's saying, "Hey, can we meet? Can we talk?" Why is that?
Because people are too afraid to step out of their comfort zone.
Exactly.
If you never stepped out of your comfort zone, you'd never leave your room and you wouldn't amount to anything.
Well, hopefully this podcast, someone's listening and they know genuine from you because you've been open and honest as we are here.
Yeah.
That, what we are here, and we're family. We do try to do what's best for our customers. What's the 3 simple rules? What's best for the car?
What's best for the customer? What's best for the shop? But it's like, set goals for yourself. One of my goals way back was to work at a place like this, and it was to be able to be proud of my work. Now, like, I achieve that daily, which is just wow. But next, the next goal was a nice shiny toolbox. Now I'm there, and one step at a time.
And now marriage.
BMW can wait.
Yeah.
Marriage can wait too. I'm still young.
How old are you?
22. I know.
So much life ahead of you.
I know.
So much life ahead of you.
I know. Yeah.
Amazing.
But it's those are the goals now, and take my test.
Let's get her done.
Yeah.
Any last bit of advice for someone that's sitting teetering in high school? Is it just being a grease monkey these days? Or is there more to it?
No, there's absolutely more to it. You are sometimes a customer, like a customer. How do I say this? Someone who deals with customers. It's not necessarily I'm the person that'll go out and talk to you if you have an issue with your vehicle, but if you have an issue with your vehicle and you're in the front, I can bring you into the shop and show you exactly what's wrong. We're completely transparent with that. It's very nice working at a place like that instead of doing the shady, sketchy stuff. And then, I'm very happy to be like, hey, to family and friends, you got a problem? Like, I give them a card. You know where to come. So, open Monday to Friday, no weekends. It's only family time.
No evenings, no weekends.
No evenings, no weekends. But yeah, it's that and give everything a shot. You don't know if you like it until you give it a shot, and that's exactly how I got into it. It was giving it a shot, and then I was like, oh, this is okay.
And you can always leave whenever if it's doesn't suit you.
Exactly.
But the important thing is to give it a try and reach out and get out of your comfort zone, and
that's how you do things in life. You can't get anything done if you don't do anything. So
with my latest article that I wrote in Autosphere, the last 3 have been about apprentices, trying to encourage shop owners to say, give apprentices a try and build your bench, build your team from within. Because there's nobody out there.
Yeah.
And for those that are, that are potentially available, they don't have the guts to step out of the comfort zone. So if you can get a young individual out of high school and teach them your ways and they want to learn, you need to hold on to that.
Exactly. Not only that, but don't take it for granted. There is not a lot of kids that'll, want to get their hands dirty and learn. A lot of people want to sit behind a desk and keep their hands nice and clean. To have a kid that'll be like, yeah, throw me anything. That's why I'm like, I know I'm special because of that. It's like, yeah, throw me the difficult jobs. Like, it's not easy to come upon someone that's like that. So when you do, like, hold them, don't let them go. But
and pay them right.
Yeah, pay them right, and make sure that the big thing is treatment. A lot of places, they think that the money can make up for how their employees get treated, and it is not at all like that. So,
what was the one thing on a final note here from our one-on-one? You had a heartfelt thing that you said to me at the end of the one-on-one, where you said, Mike.
Which part?
The very last thing you said before you left, that my last place of employment, I got talked
down to, and I got treated like I was just a number.
Twice. You talked twice to.
There's a lot.
What? Having a one-on-one conversation.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
There we go. I'm like, huh? There was 2 times I was able to actually talk to what I would consider management, and the first time was during my interview to get hired there, and the second time was when I was telling them I was leaving. And it's complete opposite here. Within the first 2 weeks, I was frustrated over something. Like I said, you pulled me aside and you said, listen, everything's going to be okay. You're in a completely different pond. I've got you. You do not find that elsewhere. So that's
and we've
very
had
big.
One-on-ones.
The second there's anything, not saying issue-wise, but anything at all,
The bay visits. I like to call them bay visits.
That's a good way to say
I like to come and see the bay visits. How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
How you making it?
How you want a donut?
They treating you okay? You want a donut?
Sometimes it's like you come over with a box of Tim's. I'm like, I'm not gonna say no to that.
There you go.
But it's you don't. It's very hard to get that in any job, let alone like a trade. Like normally the stereotype is, oh, you're in a trade, you're tough. Like, you don't need to talk to anyone. No, you need to talk.
How many meetings do we have a day?
2 a day. 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening.
And what are we talking about?
A number of things. How everyone had, like, if it was a Monday, how was your weekend type of deal? How are you guys feeling? It's not just this is the work that needs to be done, although that is a part of it. It is not just that. It is, how's everyone feeling? And this is what we need to get done. And we schedule it and we plan out, Alex, you're going to do this. Dylan, you're going to do that. Drew, Mark, or, we plan it that way. And that's how we get everything done.
And what have we started?
Oh, the songs. I'm horrible at that.
You are really terrible.
I'm really bad. I've gotten
I don't know why you're terrible, especially for the songs that are from your generation.
Yeah, like 2010 and up, I'm like...
So it's guess that song, right?
Yep. And it plays a snippet of a song, and then you guess off of it. And Drew is really good at it.
Drew's amazing.
He is like... Yeah. Almost every song.
Scary. I thought he was a fighter, but apparently he's a lover.
He's a lover.
He's a lover. Big bear.
Like a big teddy bear.
He knows all the girl songs. Eh?
Yeah, he does.
Beyonce, Rihanna.
Yeah.
He's just
but I was like, but he's really like, it's scary
with
how good he is. But we started that recently, and then that's been fun. Takes 2 minutes. A real morale booster.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, well, that's fun.
And being here a year, that one of the key things from our belief system, I'm going to say, is that we want to treat customers like family and friends and not just as a number. So a lot of the customers, you already know the names and the vehicles. You recognize them.
It's like, is that, and then you say the customer's name and it's like, yep, I recognize that vehicle. Yeah. Or even the people, like we sometimes I'll drive someone home and it's like, hey, I remember you from the last time my car was here. And I was like, yeah, like it's.
When you work on a car, what happens? What happens at the end when you park the car? What do you put in the car?
Oh, a gift.
more importantly than that?
Gift. What else? I'm so confused.
Oh my God.
Like, what is?
Come on. You put it on the
Oh,
rear view mirror.
The hanger.
The hanger.
The hanger that says your vehicle was worked on, and then Alex
Yeah.
for me or James for James.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a very big thing.
With
too.
a $10 off your next service coupon, which nobody hardly hands in.
You should. It's $10.
It's
off.
$10. I watched one customer angrily rip it from their mirror, storm out of their car, and throw it in the trash can in front of me. I was at my desk and I walked out and I'm like, "Do you realize you just threw away $10? What are you talking about?" I said, "There was a $10 coupon at the bottom of that tent."
Yeah.
And he came running back and pulled it out. And oh, thanks.
It takes 2 seconds
Suddenly
to look at it.
changed. But did you ever read what it says?
$10 off.
No, for where your name is.
Isn't it?
I have personally worked on your
yes.
vehicle.
That, and then also another thing, that coupon you can give to family and friends,
You can give to anybody.
which is like,
You can save them up.
yeah,
Maybe that's what everybody's doing.
it
They're saving up their $10 so they get $100 and they bring them in.
you
Here's
bring
10
them
of
in, and yeah, and
Could be.
possibly, but that's not a lot of.
But when you do that, when you hang your name, what I'm getting at is here, you hang your name on that dangler. When you first started, did you think of it more as they're trying to put the blame on me if anything goes wrong, or was it more of a pride thing the way it's intended to be?
I think I don't think. I know it's a pride thing, and I know it's also. It's the same way with, if I drive a customer home and they.
Because you'd
they
be
recognize
surprised
the name.
how many people that work for me that when they first start, they're concerned about putting their name on their work.
They should be a lot more prideful about their
This
work.
is it.
Like it's.
This is it.
Yeah, I look at it as, Alex worked on my car, okay, and then next time you're there, Alex drives me home. It's like, I recognize your name, and then that's when the conversations. It's all about being like a family.
I have a great story, and we'll end with this. One of my apprentices, Claire, when she was working with me, we had a customer that came in, and she was an elderly lady, and Claire had worked on her car, and Claire had put her name badge in the vehicle. And Margaret came in and said, "You had a girl work on my vehicle?" And I said, "I absolutely did." And she says, "I don't want that. I don't want her to work on my vehicle anymore." And I said, "Why would you say that?" And she said, "Because girls don't work on cars." And I didn't want to do the accent, but Margaret was English.
Yeah.
And I said, "Margaret," I said, "Do you know," and at the time the Queen was still, this was about 3 or 4 years ago. I said, "Do you know that our Queen is a licensed mechanic?" And she looked at me and she said, "I did not know that." I said, "In World War II, Queen Elizabeth was a licensed mechanic
Holy cow.
and worked on trucks." And she was floored. And she says, "I had no idea." So I said, "You got to be careful." I said, "We are looking for individuals in this trade, and it doesn't matter if they're female or male.
Yeah.
As long as they are qualified and can work, they are welcome to work for me." And do you know that Margaret came back for the next 3 years, and the only one that she wanted working on her car was Claire.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that it is a pride thing.
Yeah.
So,
And it's just wow.
kid, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for sharing your stories.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't too nerve-wracking for you.
No. We're just talking.
You look very calm. You don't realize this is going out. We've got 174,000 views on our first 3 podcasts.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Is that
Yeah.
combined or each?
Yeah, combined. Well, it's not just the podcast because people have shut us off 5 minutes in here. But what I do is I take this podcast and I
You clip
chop it up. And they're clipped. And then I give 2-minute clips of our conversation. And it's those that go on to
Yeah, those go on.
Instagram, Facebook.
The reels and
The reels.
yeah. Because
And
that's
then-
what really catches attention, right?
Well, because again, we've shared a lot here today.
yeah.
And people, may be interested and have stayed till the end, but chances are they
Yeah.
didn't. And that's okay.
Chances
I'm
are
totally
it's like little
fine with that.
snippets.
That's okay. The
Yeah.
main thing is the ones that mattered will hear it.
Yeah.
And maybe they've been jogging this whole time listening to us on Spotify, and we thank them for it.
Absolutely, we do.
So, of course, we always say a special ending with all of our videos for Urban Automotive, and I'll let you do the honors because I know you know what the ending is. So, for everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been You Auto Know with Mike and Alex from Urban Automotive.
Safety first. I was going to say Alex and then safety first, but we'll end it with have a blessed day and safety first.
Awesome.
Urban Automotive.
Thanks, buddy.